The most profound gig I ever played. What a dying friend taught me about presence and the power of music. My friend Jeff had a pit bull named Sadie, and he looked like Tom Morello from Rage Against the Machine. Sadie had arthritis, but Jeff would walk her every day because it was good for her and for him. Sadie was his best friend. Jeff was tall and thin, early 60s, I think, from Chicago. He told me once that he got into some trouble when he was young and stupid, as the story often goes. I didn't ask for details, but he made it clear that it had limited his freedom. Jeff was an excellent guitar player with a smooth and clear singing voice. He introduced himself to me one day because he had heard I was a musician and wanted to see if I could give him an introduction to some of the venues I was playing at. I was happy to do this, and it worked out. He got the gig. We shared an interest in playing Ryan Adams songs. I went to see him play one night at a local venue. He played a mix of acoustic rock and soul that some would say fell into the bucket of Americana. Smooth and clear vocals with clean, precise guitar rhythms. Through our many conversations, I learned that he had beaten cancer twice. These battles motivated him to purify his diet, and he became vegan. The body is a temple, he would say. Once he showed me a picture of himself before his vegan commitment. He was tall, but he wasn't thin. When cancer visited him a third time, it was too much. He continued to walk Sadie every day during his cancer treatment. Jeff and I crossed paths most often while walking our dogs. Me with Luna, him with Sadie. When this happened, we'd pause our dog walking and Jeff and I would talk about nothing in particular. The words weren't the point. The connection was. Soon after his diagnosis, Sadie passed on, leading the way and allowing Jeff to let go. This was a blessing, Jeff told me, because he wouldn't have to worry about whether Sadie would be taken care of as well as he could care for her. She had arthritis. She was his best friend. After about 3 years of friendship, I heard that Jeff was in the hospital and probably wouldn't be coming home. So I made time to pay him a visit. I wanted to give him something to show my appreciation for our friendship and to let him know that he was loved. Any material gift was, of course, absurd. So I took my guitar and planned on giving him some of my time. This kind of thing was new to me and I was a bit nervous. When I get nervous, I get quiet. So I quietly made my way to the hospital with my guitar and to Jeff's bedside. He looked stronger than I anticipated, but I could tell he was tired and in pain. What struck me most was his mental state, his aura, so to speak. He was letting go of the common struggle that we all face, and I could tell he was at peace. There was an older picture of a young woman on the frame of his bed. "Is that your mother?" I asked. It was, and he smiled. I sat down next to him with my guitar, and he was glad to see me. We talked very briefly. I mean, what is there to say? Small talk is exceptionally ridiculous when you know your time is up and the only thing that matters is to feel something good. Jeff was pleased that I brought my guitar, and what he did next was something that changed me. Jeff settled into his hospital bed, closed his eyes, and said, "I'm just going to lie here and let the music wash over me." With those words, time disappeared. Actually, everything disappeared into the eternal moment of two friends sharing the infinite present. Jeff was completely aware, appreciative, and without anticipation. Death was no longer present. Time was no longer looming. Only the present moment existed. Nothing else mattered, because we had everything we needed. I don't remember exactly what happened after that, but I know I played some Ryan Adams songs, at least one, maybe two or three, for my friend Jeff as he immersed himself in the words and music. The power of that moment was in Jeff's intention. I'm just going to lie here and let the music wash over me. The power of two people sharing the thing that they loved. The gravity of that moment was immense. I could write a book of superlatives about it and still not convey the spirit that was in that hospital room. I was in awe that I could share something so precious to me and that it could mean so much to somebody else. Jeff was dying, and all he wanted was to be present with a song played by me. Our life's purpose realized. It was the most profound gig I ever played. Thanks for being here, Brian.